Steve Henning coming to you from Work Truck Week 2025. It's the final day of the show, and we're here in the Warner Truck Bodies booth. And I'm chatting with Chris Wahl. Chris, thanks for having us in the booth.
Thanks for having me.
So before we started, we talked a little bit about the history of Warner and kind of where you've come from and how you've grown and where you are today. Maybe you could recap that for the audience.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, Warner is a company that's been around since 1939. So we've been at this quite a while. Yeah, so this ownership group has had Warner Bodies for 15 years. And over the course of the 15 years, we've really made a ton of progress. We're about 20 times larger than when we started then. So we've had really good continued growth and been able to move ourselves along the way there.
20 times growth, that's pretty incredible.
It is, yeah, it is pretty good.
Yeah. So what have you seen in terms of that growth? What's been maybe some of the things that have allowed you to get to that point, and even looking beyond? I would assume that the goal is still to grow more, yes?
Of course, yeah. I would say that it's just the service and the way that we like to treat our customers. You know, we really like to do business with folks that we can enjoy and sit down and have a meal with, you know, that sort of thing. Everybody wants to do business with people that they can be friends with. So I feel like that's the kind of the secret to what we've been able to do. All
right, I heard that a long time ago, right? It was told to me as if you were working with someone, but I think the same approach applies if it's a customer. Would you want to sit down and have, would you want to break bread with them? If the answer is yes, let's continue the conversation.
Yep.
So I like that thought.
Yeah, absolutely.
Excellent. Okay. So as you've been having conversations here on the show floor, what's resonated so far? What are customers really interested in, and what's maybe their outlook for the coming year?
I would say everybody seems pretty optimistic for what's to come. Seems like people are confident in what their ask is. We've got a pretty good product offering right now where we just continue to build these new things and get opportunities with some larger fleets, stuff like that. So just getting more opportunities to build what we're doing for customers that we have. So, you know, it may be a relationship where we're doing just basic service bodies and they're adding crane trucks or aerial device bodies, stuff like that. So that's been the big difference.
Okay, so building on the foundation is what it sounds like.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you look at our growth, it has been with a lot of the same distributors and partners that we've had, and they've continued to grow as we've grown.
Well, that speaks highly of Warner, I think. If your customers are saying, I want to grow with you, and you're the company to help me, I think that speaks volumes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
excellent.
That's what it's all about.
All right, and what's the latest and greatest from you guys?
We've focused a lot lately on our crane body offerings. Like in the booth this year, we have a 10,000 pound crane. So we specialize in, we've got a 3200, a 5 to 8, and then up to a 10. And then we also have an aluminum crane body with up to 2,000 pounds. So that's kind of a unique offering.
Yeah.
You see it in the oil and gas world. So that's, kind of a little niche product.
All right, I like that. So if you had somebody that walked into the booth and had 5 minutes, what's the one thing you'd like them to come away from the Warner Truck Bodies booth knowing?
I mean, I would say that I would want them to know we have a lot more offerings than we had. You know, we do everything from standard service bodies on up, you know, cutaways and closed bodies. We do a little bit of everything, and that the best thing Warner has to offer is that we're relationship service driven. You know, we're always going to be the ones that are going to answer the phone, hop on a plane, be there, and work for a solution with them.
That makes a lot of sense.
That's the biggest takeaway, absolutely.
Yeah, excellent. Well, thanks for inviting us into the booth and spending a few minutes with us. We sure appreciate it.
Sure, likewise, thanks.